Hey, everybody. Welcome back to episode 8 of UniversIO. Oh, it's a beautiful day on this beautiful planet of name which we're not quite sure.
Yeah, never redacted.
That planet over there is huge.
It's pretty big, man. Either that or it's just real close.
Yeah, it could be real close.
Maybe
it could be real close.
Closer to us.
Yeah,
maybe we're gonna die.
I think this might be a dinosaur moment, and we're the dinosaurs, man. Yeah,
maybe.
Well,
you know, dinosaurs knew. You think they had like a sense? You know how like is it cows that lie down when it's gonna rain supposedly? Is that like,
yeah, like something to do with pets as well before like, storms. And
those
stuff
people
like
those people that are like, oh yeah, my hip hurt today. I knew it was gonna rain. Like, do you do you think the dinosaurs had like a sixth sense? At least some of them?
Yeah.
Like, oh, a meteor's gonna come today.
I think all their tails started itching. Right? And they were like, we're screwed.
We're screwed.
Armies. I don't know why the dinosaurs. These were just the dinosaurs in Scotland. What can I say?
They sound like pirates, man. These are the dinosaurs out with the
pirate
dinosaurs
of the North Sea. Yeah.
Yarg.
Yarg.
We're all screwed, mateys.
It's just like the movie.
That there meteor's coming.
And then they got hit.
Apologies to
Not a bad way to go. I mean, they must have got vaporized instantly, to be honest. They probably didn't feel anything. Yeah. I want to be the one that got hit direct impact from the meteor. Those are the dinosaurs I want to be. Not the ones on the other side of the world that kind of had the slow winter death.
Yeah, I actually don't know how it works. Like, what does the I guess it depends how big it is. But
It's
yeah,
true.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll have to go back. We'll have to time travel and ask them, Isaac. Just make sure you brush up on your pirate accent. Okay.
I will do. Yeah.
So you can talk to them.
Yeah. Minecraft's got a pirate language, right? Options.
It does.
Language.
Yeah, it does.
I remember. I don't know what it's called. Is it just called pirate?
I think so. Unless they removed it. There's no way they must have removed it. Surely they've got it.
Oh, these are kind of vaguely in alphabetical order. I don't see. No, I don't see it, man.
I don't see it. No way.
I really thought they did.
They did used to. If it's
it might
not
have been
in
like
there
an
now.
April Fool's thing. Oh, pirate speak was did I skip it? Has it been? It might be English brackets pirate speak or something.
Oh yes, it's 2 above whatever.
Oh, it
selected.
is. Yeah, the 7 Cs.
There you go.
Anyway, so Nick, now that we have the compactor, I just made silicon dust, which can then be smelted into silicon, the thing from refined storage, and so we have unlocked, Nick, raw basic processors, raw improved processors, raw advanced processors.
Okay. Right.
Can I delegate to you the task of refined storage?
Yeah, is it just all the usual?
If you just follow the quest line, man, like start with the processors and work from there, I guess.
Oh yeah, okay.
If you need silicon, by the way,
yeah.
Actually, if you come over to the transmutation tablet or table, we don't share this, right? Like it's not internally shared.
Yeah, no, this isn't shared.
Here you go. Let me give you, if you want to whack these in, that's like iron, gold, and copper. And then I'll also give you silicon here. You can whack that in. I'll give you slime. I'll give you charcoal. There are a lot more elements you can put in as well, but like these, here you got this. Like I'm giving you kind of everything I have here that's not an element. There's blaze. If you need a specific element, just let me know. But also I will give you, Nick, like a ton of charcoal here. If you want to whack that in, I'll give you like currency for you to be able to actually purchase.
Okay, these are my EMC bucks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, look at that.
You're gonna be surprised to find out here, Nick, but it's raining.
That's shocking. That's a big shock, actually, man. Especially considering that we tried to turn that off just before we started recording 4 minutes ago.
Maybe I need to I can do like a game rule, like weather clear or something.
Rain.
Like game rule never rain.
Yeah.
It just doesn't look good on Twitch and stuff. The bitrate
game rule
it falls.
Game rule, please stop.
Please
please.
How do you feel about the airport, man? You like airports?
No. Airports are so stressful.
Yeah.
Always go and everyone's rushing me and it's always kind of disgusting and you have to it's just so much of a rush and everything, you get held up and you have to stay there.
Yeah.
And it's just all it's not in line with my feng shui, Isaac.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No.
It's just not in line with it. It's not
with
my
your feng
vibe.
shui, I see.
Yeah, it's not my vibe.
Right.
So
I was at the airport recently, man. I've just come back from international travel, and yeah, we were running late. There was like a motorway closure on my way to the airport. I planned to be there 2 hours early because we didn't have any we didn't have any baggage drop off. It was just like carry-ons
straight through security.
So I was like 2 hours should be fine, right?
Yeah.
How wrong I was.
Yeah.
But we ended up getting there with like an hour, right?
To spare.
Yeah, but an hour before the flight was set to leave. Like not even an hour before like the gate closes or anything. Like if the flight was to leave at let's say like 5 p.m., I was there at 4 p.m. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And we paid for security fast track for the super premium price of £5 per person. Not
Lovely,
expensive. And so I was confident we'd get through. There was a bizarre encounter at airport security though. So we got to the fast track lane, and I guess if you pay for the fast track, they assume that you know what you're doing because there were usually whenever I've been before, there's like a staggering amount of signage being like, hey, take this, and this out of your bags, make sure you take your belt off, make sure your underwear is not made of metal, take out any piercings, take your watch off, take your eyeballs out, all that kind of thing, right?
All the usuals.
Yeah, I'll have everything. There were no signs of any persuasion like this on the fast track lane, and so I got there, and I was like, do we need to take anything out? And we were like, who knows? Because some airports you don't, right? Some airports you don't have to take stuff out. Anyway, we didn't take our liquids out. They were bagged correctly, but they weren't taken out of the bag.
I see.
And so me and my girlfriend, we both get pulled over, right? We go through the scanner. It's very quiet, surprisingly, actually. And so we get pulled aside. And my girlfriend's seen by this dude. And this dude is just like, okay, so you just need to take this out in the future. Okay, you just made the only mistake you made is you're not taking your liquids out.
Yeah. I mean, by the end of this year, we won't have to do that either.
Are we getting the upgrades finally?
We're getting the upgrades supposedly by the end of this year. Yeah.
How long have we been saying that for though? Is that like it's coming soon?
I think it was like it's a 2024 rollouts, like a summer 2024 rollout. We'll see if it happens, but yeah.
Right.
But continue.
So my girlfriend, this guy who's like we're separated. We go through as like individuals, right? And so he's like, oh, okay, so all you've done is you're just not taking your liquids out, just for future reference, take your liquids out. And he takes a bag and he goes and like scans the liquids and then he puts them back in. It's like, that's all good to go. Now I'm on like the other side of the belt here, and I get this woman who comes over, and there is a markedly different tone with my. She's like she begins to like run through the speech. She's like, could anybody else have packed? Did you pack your bag? Are you the only one who's packed your bag? Has anybody else potentially tampered with your bag on the way there? And like I've been through airport security before. I know this is like a standard spiel. I know it's not like, they've found something and they're getting ready to, do me in for it. But like, it's still a little worrisome, when it happens. It's like,
it's like the feeling of like when the shop alarm goes off when you're leaving and you've not stolen anything, but you feel a bit icky, right?
Bingo.
Yeah.
But so she's running through this, like, this whole thing, and she's like, okay, I need to open your bag. Which compartment is it in? You'd think I had an explosive device in there, the way that she was, talking about it. And then, but the outcome was the same because I didn't have anything. It was just like, oh yeah, your liquids need to go through the thing. But there was just such a marked shift in the
so much more hostility. Yeah. Man, it happens. It's always luck of the draw, isn't it? Last month I was in Dubai and we were leaving, and my dad left some change in his pocket by accident and went through the metal detector. And the guy, this big gentleman who was by the metal detector, he just started saying like, "You cannot do this. You cannot keep the change in your pocket. You cannot do it." And he just kept going. And then I was like, "Oh, sorry." I put it in the tray, and he just kept. It was almost like he was like. It's like the guy leaving the shop and there's like an angry man inside. We're like, get out of my shop. He was like, you cannot do this. But that was really funny. That was a highlight of my trip. It was
your dad being berated at the airport.
Yeah, by this guy.
Not even like a member of the security, just a dude.
But no, it was the security guy.
Oh,
okay. It was the security guy.
Like guy.
No, it wasn't a randomer. That would have been even funnier if it was a randomer. Yeah. I was with my brother. My brother was like, "Geez, calm down."
I took a bit of a gamble coming back. Because you're not allowed to bring. You're allowed to bring. So again, as I mentioned before, I didn't have a packed bag, like a bag in the. That was going on the plane, right? I had one bag that I was carrying with me, like a backpack, right, that was going with me. And the information on the website, on the internet, was like, you can't bring liquids. Liquids have to be stored in like small containers, right? They've got to be like less than 100 mil, and they got in total they got to fit inside this bag, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, but then you are allowed to take food items, right? And so this creates this weird gray area as to at what point does a liquid become a food item, right?
Yeah.
I'd assume that ketchup is still a liquid and isn't classified as a food item, therefore not allowed, right? Soup, I assume, is a liquid, right?
Yeah.
And thus probably not allowed in the grand scheme of things. The item that I brought back with me, Nick, was cheesecake. Right?
Oh, right. Okay.
So I had these 4 mini cheesecakes. So we'd gone to purchase them. Like, there was this place that had cheesecakes, and I wanted to try them. They would only sell us like a pack of like 4 mini ones, right? And they were I say mini, they were quite big. Like one could serve two people, right?
Sure.
But we picked out, we ate one each, right? And the dude had given us one extra. When we picked up the thing, he was like, I've stuck an extra one in for you. So I got 3 of these mini cheesecakes left. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't really want to throw them away, but we got a flight in like 3 hours, right? And so I don't want to, and I don't think I can take them through.
You don't want to gobble them
security.
either.
I'm like, I don't think I can take them through. Like, I think it's essentially a liquid, right? This thing it's a very loose cheesecake, right? Mm-hmm. And so I take it through. I'm like, what's the worst that can happen? You know, they're not going to arrest me. Worst case scenario, they're going to be like, hey, you can't take that with you, and I'm going to throw it away, right? Which is what I had to anyway. Mm-hmm. And so I get pulled aside, obviously, when I scan it through. And he's like, this dude at the thing's like, oh, so we see you have some food items. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, what have you got? And at this point, I just said that they're cakes, is what I said.
Okay.
And he was like, oh, okay, sure. He didn't ask me what kind of cakes. I thought if I said cheesecake, that might have been like, maybe that would have triggered something. But he's like, okay. And he takes it and he kind of runs them through a different scanner, and then he takes like a little swab thing. At no point does he open the box that has them in. He just kind of runs them through a scanner, and he's like, okay. And then he gets like a little swab thing out, and he kind of swabs the outside of the box, and he's like, yeah, okay. And then all the meanwhile, he's asking me like small talk. It's like, oh, where are you going? Where are you going back to? And I'm like, oh, the UK, Manchester. And then he's like, oh, Manchester, red or blue. And I, as somebody who does not follow football, I was like, I kind of looked at him. I was like, what? I legit had no idea what he was talking about. But anyway, he swabs them. And then eventually he's just like, all right, enjoy your cakes. And hands them back to me. And I go through airport security.
Oh,
and so
brilliant. It
was all good. It ended up successful. And they're in my fridge currently.
Oh, lovely. Good cheesecakes.
Yeah, delicious, man. I wouldn't have gone through the effort of, I wouldn't have gone through the hassle of
taking them back if they weren't
getting
delicious.
arrested at an international airport, man. If it's
fair enough.
It wasn't going to be worth it.
I've had a lot less luck with that kind of thing, man. I've been not allowed to take like hard, like hair styling clay through a non-bagged thing.
I'm not been allowed to take hard hair.
Hard hair, that's a liquid. So I've got this like hairstyling clay, and it's literally it's like a hard ass thing, right? And they didn't let me take that through. They were like, no, it has to go in a plastic bag. I have heard of like solid antiperspirant tubes.
Roll on,
roll on. That's it. Those, I've heard of people being denied that and then being like, no, that's a liquid. Take it, put it in the bag.
Yeah.
So, man, I take quite a lot of liquids in
the bag.
Flights, right? Yeah, in the bag. And the bag, you can't make the bag very big. The bag can only be like 1 liter or 2 liters or something like that.
Quite small, yeah.
And so you've got to do like bag Tetris, right? 3D bag Tetris.
Yeah.
But then the bag isn't square, so it's even harder to do the 3D bag Tetris, and it's just always a pain in the ass, man. Especially on all the short European flights that I do, and that I assume a situation that you were in, where you don't take a carry-on. You don't take a hold luggage on, right? Where you can just put liquids in there. You have to take a carry-on. So I am like twiddling my thumbs, waiting for this liquid rule to be relaxed with these big scanners.
Right. Yeah.
To come in and just hope that the airport coming back is the same, because then I would so I can take them back as well.
Yeah. Well, they don't usually scan you at both ends, right? Like I didn't go through security when I landed in the UK. I only went through security.
What I mean is when I'm returning home, on like the return back.
Oh, I see. Like you want to take it with you to the place and then also bring it back as well.
Bring it back, exactly. Things like aftershave and stuff like that.
I always just buy small little vials at the at the airport or whatever.
Yeah, my family do that. I do
both
that
of our little bags were full. Both of our little fluid bags were full, you know. So it's not even like I could have tried to cram the cheesecake into the bags.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
But no, yeah, like because it sounds on the website it did specify that like cream cheese isn't allowed. Right, like that's a liquid that's not allowed. But this is like baked cream cheese.
Yeah, it's a fine line, isn't it?
It is a very fine line. I think it could have very easily gone the other way in terms of like, you know, the agent just being like, no, you can't have this, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's one of them where it just depends how lucky you are and the person you get who's looking through them, right?
Yeah.
Starting to be nice or not.
Maybe he's a Manchester United fan because I said red when he said blue.
Oh,
red,
did
so
you?
I didn't actually know what he was talking about.
Correct answer.
If I'd have said blue and he'd have been like, whoa, you can't take this with
you. That's very good. Yeah, you picked the right color, Isaac.
You chose wisely.
You did.
But yeah, I was very surprised.
Yeah, no, that's good. Glowstone, Isaac. We got it. How did we get glowstone?
It's a mana pool situation, man.
You put redstone in there. Do we have the block that goes under it? I did see that.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, I will search for.
Yeah, there's like
said.
I don't know which block it is, but some block goes into there, and that's how
it's some fun thing. It is the Alchemy catalyst, right?
No, that's for glowstone to redstone to glowstone conversion. I think there's another one, right? Glowstone. Yeah, you look at second page, you're looking for netherrack, and then you drop cosmic dust in.
Oh, that makes sense.
We've got loads of netherrack in this top chest here, man.
Sense, yeah, nice. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Cosmic dust is free.
EMC, nice. A lot of stuff being EMCable now, which is nice to see.
Oh yeah, that's very good. Oh, I saw you got diamonds. I will need a diamond if you could.
I can spare you a diamond.
Spare me a diamond, thank you.
I'll drop it into your hole with you. There you go.
Thank you very much. I actually don't have enough space to pick it up.
Of course not.
Rip. And come back.
You've left both of these freaking crafting tables full of junk. What is this? Here we go.
Oh, I didn't realise stuff stays in here.
Yeah, you left buckets in the last one as well. Here we go.
Oh, yeah, no, that was for milk. That's allowed. Milk. You can see free buckets. You have free buckets.
Oh, thanks. EMC? Oh, EMC. That's a shame. Okay. I'm building a freaking reactor over here, man. What is this?
Yeah, what's it from?
It's from alchemistry. So this is like it's a reactor. It's reactor casing is being made. We can make fission chambers and fusion chambers. The idea here is that these are big multi-block structures. I forget which one does which. One of them, you might know, Nick, you're a scientist. One of them is going to allow us to combine elements together to make other elements based on their number.
That's fusion.
The other one is going to allow us to take an element and split it in two to get two smaller elements.
That's fission.
So, like, you know, we can put in two hydrogens to get one helium. In the other machine, you can put in one helium to get two hydrogens.
I see.
That's the general premise of these two blocks.
Nice.
So, we've got different skill sets, man. You know, you've got the fission and fusion differential, unlock, and I've got yeast bread proofing.
Exactly.
Locked down as well. That's why we work so well together, man.
You need both for the world to go round, Isaac. Exactly.
Tungsten and carbon, is what I need to make netherite, of all things.
Ah, okay.
I need 8 netherite ingots, and it looks like I'm getting that via
sneaky netherite.
Via this. So I need a lot of carbon and tungsten, and I don't have any tungsten. That's fine.
I don't have any tungsten.
Don't have any tungstones, man.
You're tungstoff, Isaac.
I am tungstoff, man.
Oh dear.
What do I need here? Cobblestone, I guess, is all we can really put through here. Ancient debris. Not really possible, I don't think.
Ah, yes, our classic friend. Old
our
ancient
classic
Debbie.
Friend. Ancient
Debbie. These raw basic processors.
But I did catch my flight. The 1 hour.
That's good.
Window.
Yeah, honestly, I've got to the airport very, very late as well when I've always managed to catch it. Yeah. Usually you get like God mode, right? Like you'll just get rushed through security.
I've seen this. I've never actually witnessed it. For us, I'd already paid for the fast track.
Yes, you have.
And the airport was also quite quiet. So it was surprisingly it was fine. You know, we just went through.
Nice.
But no, I have seen, I almost get a little infuriated, Nick, when you're queuing and you see people getting rushed to the front just because they're late.
Yeah,
I think it's a bad precedent. I think you should let people miss their flights, honestly. Because, I understand why they don't.
I've always wondered about that. Because every
You
airplane
just
I've been
encourage
on, they
people to
wait.
turn up late.
Yeah, a lot of people like get like the flights. I've been on flights that are like 30 minutes late because the last people haven't boarded.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, I thought that I want to know how long they wait.
How long they wait.
Right? Yeah, before they
I wonder if I think it might depend on like if they've checked in or not, like if they know they're in the airport.
Yeah, see, that's the thing though. I thought this. I was like, oh, it would depend on check-in. But these days, so many people check in online.
Yes.
So what if something happens between them doing that?
I think I imagine that doesn't matter. I imagine when you get in, like you scan your boarding pass, right, to get like through security. I think. Like I think they know if you're in the airport.
Yeah.
And I think it's basically a case of
true.
If you're in the airport, like if they know you're in the airport, they will.
Yes, they'll wait.
They'll wait.
Yeah,
well, not indefinitely, I don't imagine, but like
no.
You know, you get to
for
you
some
hear the
unspecified amount of time.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
You'll be sat there, you'll hear the announcement that's like, gate 5 is closing. Please go to gate 5. And then 4 minutes later, you'll be like, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, please report to gate 5. Gate 5.
Not 6 or 4, 5.
And then like 3 minutes later, I'm like, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, this is your final warning where the flight is leaving. Gate 5.
It's on the runway.
You're chasing.
We'll get some steps out there if you need.
There's a ladder dangling from the plane if you want to go.
It's going, yeah. It's one of those like cargo Boeing 747s where the rear like opens down like in a film or something. Like, here you go, and then it's gone.
Better be quick. Yeah, but no, I'm firmly of the belief like that. I'll regret saying this if I ever need special treatment at the airport.
Yeah. There'll be a point at which if you hadn't paid for fast track,
I think
you would have probably got it.
It was still quiet, It was like, I think, honestly, it's one of those situations, whenever I pay for fast track, there is nobody at the airport. Whenever I don't pay for fast track, there's like a 3-hour security queue that never clears. Of course. I mean,
Of course.
I think.
Yeah, so if it was busy then, maybe you would have got it.
Yeah, maybe. But like, I feel like you just encourage people to turn up at the last minute if there's no repercussions.
Yeah, but the thing is that they'll do that rather than delaying the plane leaving. So they've got
the plane should leave without them,
right?
I think
maybe you should get a job at an airport, man.
I think so.
You should go and tell him. You go tell him.
I mean, like, just otherwise you encourage people to turn up late, right? And it's one of those things where people are going to start gaming the system, you know?
But what about the situation where you're late due to unforeseen circumstances, right? Like when, let's say if the airport was busy and your motorway was closed.
Yeah.
So the time that I got fast tracked through the airport was because of motorway closure.
You should be there well in advance. Right?
Oh, we aimed for 3 hours, man. It was mad.
They recommend being there 2 or 3 hours early. Like, if you've got a good reason, like, I understand. But I don't know. Yeah.
If you're just dilly-dallying, then fair enough, obviously. But maybe they should ask. Maybe they should track you on your way.
You need proof.
You need proof, exactly. Yeah. You show your route on Google Maps and show how you went.
Yeah, you got to show the time you left your house this morning.
Yeah, exactly.
If it wasn't an adequate amount of time, we need a tribunal to check, right?
Yeah.
I want a thorough investigation after the fact. Give them the premium treatment, but after the fact, conduct a thorough investigation. And if it looks like it was the treatment was only required due to carelessness on the part of the traveler, charge them quadruple for the ticket.
Throw them out the plane. Oh, okay.
Don't let them come back.
Do the tribunal on the plane in the cockpit. Pilots get to decide.
Yeah, well,
we'll do that.
Everyone gets to decide. Everyone gets one customer, one vote.
Okay, it's like a
captain does an announcement.
Like a decentralized voting system. Yeah, everyone puts their vote in.
So Mr. and Mrs. Smith claimed that they were late due to traffic today, but checking the Google Maps report for their route, it shows very light traffic this morning. No bad weather at all. So all in favor of throwing them off the plane. Say aye.
If you'd like Mr. and Mrs. Smith to swim to their destination. Vote aye on your in-seat entertainment system. And those who would like them to remain on the plane and reach their destination, press nay on your in-flight entertainment system. Thank you. Mr. Smith.
I think that would be a more just system, you know?
Trembling. Fearing for their lives.
Just name and shame. That's all you need to do, okay?
There you go. You heard it here, everyone. Isaac's a namer and shamer.
I am.
And if your name is Mr. and Mrs. Smith and you're late on any flights that are departing from Manchester Airport in any holiday season, avoid. Don't go. You'll get thrown off.
And then I want an alert sent to everyone's phone with like a picture of their faces if it was deemed that they did it badly.
Like a China-style shaming.
Exactly. You should not be able to use, communal resources for your own personal gain.
Okay. There you go. Isaac wants the surveillance state confirmed.
Isaac wants what, sorry?
The surveillance state confirmed.
I don't want the surveillance state. I just don't want people wasting our precious resources.
He wants it. He confirmed. You heard it here first. If Isaac ends up being an MP, you know what's
surveillance
coming.
For everybody, yeah.
Peeps, your face is going to be plastered on billboards if you're late for a flight.
Only if you're a bad boy, Nick.
That's where it starts, Isaac. That's where it starts.
Can I not do this, chat? Does this not work? I guess not. Fine. It might be where it starts, man. But I want to do it for everything. I want to do it for people who don't pay enough tax. Companies that don't pay enough tax put their faces on the billboards.
Oh, there you go. Jimmy Carr will be on the billboards before we know it.
Yeah, he should be. I mean, to be fair, he's already kind of gone through the ring on that one.
That's true. They
basically did put his face on. They might as well have done
billboards, hasn't he?
Right.
Oh dear.
Where the heck are we getting sand from? I guess we're getting it from
downstairs. Philosopher's Stone. Convert stone to sand. That's what I've been doing, at least.
I think we can get it from Purgatory, right? Actually, the villager hell place.
Oh, is that normal sand? Is it
red sand?
Interchangeable red sand.
It's purged sand. Hold on, it's purged sand.
Okay, have a look. I've been using the Philosopher's Stone below our ground to just turn it into.
It looks like you can't pick up the purged sand. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll do the old philo.
Yeah, the old-fashioned way. I'm going through this quest line, man. It's making me make weird things. And really, is it worth just deviating from this? And actually
I wouldn't bother making the elite exporter, man. Just
I've got up to a point, and I'm I'd rather not mess around with this. Yeah. Right. Okay.
As soon as Cryptic starts making you do weird stuff, man,
let's just stop.
Just stop. Yeah.
Resist.
You don't think we should name and shame for people who do bad things?
It depends how bad. Not paying taxes is quite a good one. Cheating airport security, maybe not as much. It has to be things where it's definitively bad, right? Like unequivocally bad.
Right.
Like not paying taxes. And if it's found to be deliberate or malicious as well.
Sure. Right. What about delicious?
Delicious. Oh yeah, also delicious. Yeah.
Deliberate, malicious, or delicious.
Delicious taxes. Taxes are it's delicious to His Majesty's Revenue and Customs, man. It's not delicious. This leaves me with a bad taste in my mouth. Leaves me empty. Leaves me wanting for more.
Leaves you wanting for delicious food that you can't afford.
Yeah, I can't afford ramen no wagyu, Isaac. Ramen no wagyu.
I need EMC, man. I guess I'm gonna do some element dumping. I guess like a ton of cosmic dust and just start dumping it down.
Yeah,
I wonder if I can make an EMC link of any kind at this point. I could do this. Maybe that could be useful. Let me detour maybe a second here. Yeah, I think it just depends on the. I agree with you that not everything needs to be named and shamed, but I think more naming and shaming would be useful potentially, man, for some
Okay.
For some aspects of life.
That's what starts with us, Isaac. We'll start doing it.
Who are we naming and shaming?
Who are we naming and shaming? Oh, that's a good question. We can start naming and shaming Ben. Maybe Ben for when he doesn't make a pack really easy for us to. Yeah, when it's past a certain threshold, we name and shame Ben. Yeah,
a certain difficulty threshold, right? You think it's sensible for us to name and shame Ben?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
When he holds the keys to our future sanity?
Oh, yes. I'm gonna go with yes.
I guess like some people would argue that like a cancel culture is naming and shaming, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's a bit dubious.
It's very dubious. Yeah, I think the trouble
dubious.
is yeah, big dubious. I think the problem there is just like the lack of officialness, the lack of like any actual like investigation.
It's mob naming and shaming.
Exactly.
With no concrete evidence, usually, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's all subjective. So I think that's usually the problem.
Yeah.
In those situations, isn't it? What the frick?
You okay, man?
The disk drive from Refined Storage. Not that we need one because we can use drawers and other stuff. It just needs a chest.
Yeah,
okay.
it doesn't need a advanced alchemical chest.
It doesn't need an alchemical chest. Okay, I was slightly worried then. But crisis averted. You'll be glad to know.
Chat, it doesn't matter if there's a balance grid thing, right? At least I don't think it matters. Like in here, I'm aware of the fact there's a balance grid button. Like I can do this and I can hit balance grid, but like I still got to put all these in individually, right? Like for some reason when I shift click it doesn't put them all in, so I still got to put them all in. Like I get after I put them all in, I guess I can click balance grid, but like I've still got basically I got to put them all in individually anyway, which is awkward. Either way, what was it? I'm getting. Oops. I'm working on some Project E stuff here, man. I've got as.
I see. Is that why you're out of EMC?
Eternalist fuel. You can't shift click them in. I don't think so. You know, I don't think it works. Annoyingly, I probably can. Oops. Thank you, chat. Kabow. Nice. I didn't need to do that, I guess, at this point, but that's fine. So, do we want to make this? What's this? EMC link. I feel like I could do with an EMC link, you know. Graphite blocks, dark matter blocks. That's actually fine. We've already got graphite. Yeah, I am going to have to do an EMC dump here. I'll try and get some from this thing. My hope, though, is that what I was looking at, if we can get an EMC link, I think we can kind of automate the setup here, right? I think we can set up the system. Like, we've got this clicker, right, that can spew out the elements if you pump in the cosmic dust. I think we can then have, like, a hopper or something pick up that all the elements and just pump them into an EMC link, and that's EMC generation.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You know,
Got it.
Yeah, he gets it.
Nice. Good.
How do I?
Yeah, no, this is a slightly annoying tidbit here, where, so, like, some of the stuff is collapsed. Like, for example, if I type in controller, there's, like, 16 colors of controllers. Yep. So all of the controllers are grouped together in a recipe, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like alt-click to expand all controllers.
Yeah.
So I alt-click, but it gives me a controller. Like, the game spawns one in for me, and I'm like, no, please, game, don't do that.
If you hover over your little gear, you can click, like, cheating, and it'll disable it. In the bottom next to your bar, if you're, like, up or something, you've been cheating stuff in, you can just no, Cosmic Dust doesn't have any EMC.
Oh, cheating, yes.
If you click cheating, it should disable it if it's then
during creative mode. Let's go with that one then. Now let's see if this works. Yeah, I think that works.
There you go. You're welcome, man.
I think
you've just been cheating controllers.
yeah. I'm like, Gav, stop it. I want to do it legit. So I cheated in a controller, checked the controller recipe, made a controller, and then deleted the controller. Should have just kept it, to be honest. Oh dear.
Okay, I got my click machine.
Okay,
there we go.
Good. That helps.
All right. I'm gonna set up a little spew system here. You're gonna click 20 times per second. Drop that in. Apologies. Watch out for any lag spikes, Nick. There could be minor lag in your area.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling it a little bit. Okay, I need machine casing, and so far you've been making all the machine casing.
Yeah,
so.
it's a bit of a faff to make.
Yeah, I had a look. It's kind of disgusting, actually.
It's actually not that bad.
So you need
gold, you need iron, and you need copper. You drop the gold in the mana pool, that becomes mana steel.
Okay.
And then you take the gold, the mana steel, the copper, and the iron, and that makes terra steel. And then it's like 4 terra steel, 4 flux dust, is it? And 1 compressed stone.
Okay, I will get on that.
Is that correct? How many do you need, man?
Yes, correct. That is correct.
What's the?
I need.
Yeah, what's the number?
Let me just double check. I will need, if we want 2 crafting grids, unless we're going wireless this early. Actually, even still, I think you need.
I think 1 crafting grid's probably fine. We can share.
Then we just need 2, I believe, Isaac. 2.
Okay, I'm swapping this out, by the way.
Okay, I'm just going to go and, like, dump my stuff for the 17th time today, because holy garbage. I've got so many
yeah, it's a lot of stuff to be carrying around, man.
Red concrete powder.
You think there's anything that airports can do better, man? You got any ideas for airports, or you just think it's like inevitable?
Man.
How they are.
I think that my biggest problem with them is always airport security.
Yeah.
I always think that it's too stressful, too crowded, etc., etc. I am going to give a slight benefit of a doubt and see how much that improves when this like 3D scanning system comes in that stops you having to take everything out your bag, right? Because it's always taking the stuff out your bag.
But you're saying that it's like just the UK airport then, or that makes this difficult? Like you don't have this issue at other airports?
It really depends. Like in a lot of European airports, I've had the issue.
Right.
In India's very good. That's got quite a chill airport security. It's quite funny actually. A lot of the times, if you take like a bottle of water through, they'll let you take it through, but they'll make you drink some so that to check that it's like not anything that isn't water or anything that isn't drinkable.
Yeah,
which is quite funny. That's always quite good. I'm trying to remember if Amsterdam didn't.
Yeah, no, that's where I've flown back from. Amsterdam, they did not have. They've got the
that was really nice actually. I just really waltzed through that. You need just to keep everything in your bag.
Well, so I don't know, man. For me, I guess for me, I haven't actually. Do we have Obsidian? We don't have Obsidian. I can mine this, right? I've not actually had an issue. Like my worst airport experience was in Amsterdam. Was it with the Schiphol? That was just because that queue was so long. I don't know what the problem was on that day. I queued for like 3 hours to get through airport security. I've never queued that that long in a UK airport, so that was wild. And so I don't know. For me, I don't know if personally, I don't think that the I don't know. Security is not like sometimes it's real bad, but for the most part, I've not had much trouble with it. Thankfully.
Yeah, so it's always a throughput issue, really, isn't it? Yeah.
It is,
when I went, it wasn't too bad. I went October a couple of years ago, so I think it was a slight off period, and we just kind of waltzed straight through, which was nice. But yeah, no, that was yeah, it's a throughput issue, and maybe that's the problem, right? They just needs more capacity, and it's always like a capacity problem, and it's always a staffing problem, and then you kind of have your cascading set of issues, right?
How does it? I was going to say, how does it work? I assume the airport just pays for the security, right? Because I assume they charge the airlines for use of the airport.
Correct. Yeah, right. It's like there's like a fee to keep the plane in the hangar, and then there's like a slot fee to
pay for time slots, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then I think that was the main things, and then the rest of the revenue comes from us spending £7 for a packet of crisps at WH Smith.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if there's like a reverse incentive or something for because like. The airlines,
for airports
I assume,
to actually be effective in their
that's the thing.
throughput.
Like, I would assume that there's kind of like need to stand in front of it. This thing. Oh, I do need to stand in front of it. I didn't know that was how that worked. I don't know if that's changed or not. Anyway, yeah, no, I wonder if there's like because obviously if the airport's trying to cut costs and make more money, I guess an easy way to do that would be to cut security personnel, right? Running the thing. And like the airport, I guess in that scenario is incentivized to have as few personnel as possible, but still get everyone on their flights.
Exactly.
They're not incentivized to get everyone through quickly, unless there's like some psychological evidence that people are more likely to spend money if they were happy with airport security, right?
Yes.
Which might be the case. I think people are probably more likely to spend money at the airport. If
because if you get through security faster.
Yeah, you've got to.
Then you've got more time at the gate, right, to spend in duty free. So maybe that's actually true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
because otherwise the incentive's just not there, man. You know.
Exactly. No, exactly. So yeah, I wonder. You know what the
like they have to have like thought about this and
you'd
looked
think
into it.
so.
There's no way. It's such a bit like there's like millions of people going through these airports every day. Like
yeah. I think it's the stat of like there's over 1 million people up in the air at any given time or something like that.
Like people on trampolines, they count.
Yeah, they do. Maybe that's a skewed skewed result.
Checks out.
Checks out.
I'm on a trampoline right now, man.
Oh, are you?
Yeah,
okay. Explains
keeps my joints, buoyant.
Don't go too high. You might lose connection, Isaac. assuming you're coming up with like all your Wi-Fi and your computer and all of that stuff. For some reason that set off my Siri, the word Wi-Fi. Thanks for that. Phone. Okay. So
when was the last time you used a trampoline, man?
Oh, it would have been when I was like 12, 13 maybe. We had one in our back garden, but then I think when I went to secondary school, you know, all of my entire life got consumed by homework, and I kind of stopped after that, which was unfortunate.
That is unfortunate, man.
So yeah, when was the last time you were on a trampoline?
Yesterday. No, I'm right now. No, I've probably similar, man. I've probably not been on a trampoline since I was a teenager.
Not been to like a trampoline park or something?
I was just going to ask you if you've been to a trampoline park. I've not been.
No, I've not.
No.
Yeah, I've not. A lot of my friends have been, but I think whenever I was invited and stuff, I couldn't make it. For
and I don't really know if you can, if you like you and I as people, you know, closer to 30 than we are to 20. I don't know if we can go to trampoline parks on our own.
Yeah, that would be a bit frowned upon, wouldn't it?
Like if you and I just turned up, like I don't.
Hello. Oh dear. Yeah, that's. I guess that's a good point. Didn't consider that bit. Probably
unless we booked out the whole trampoline park, you know,
just for us. Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's what the Nick and I's YouTube video coming up next.
That's what it's all about, right? That's what it's all about.
When we hit 500,000, actually, no, when we get the gold play button, we'll do a trampoline park video.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, that sounds.
That's our commitment.
That sounds.
The Nick and I's channel, when it gets its gold play button, we will take the gold play button to a trampoline park. We'll pay to book the whole thing out, and we will we'll do a trampoline park video. Excellent. Nick and Isaac, confirmed. Yeah. You know, put it in your calendars. Done.
Okay. Good. Good. So I like to see.
Nick's trick.
Okay. Peripheral casing. I'm just looking at these machine casings now. I'm like, oh, okay.
So how are those machine casings going, man?
Well, I actually made everything else to try and bat the machine casings down the road as far as possible.
Right.
So I'm only just coming to it now.
What is it you need?
So I need.
Oh, I asked how many you need, right? Machine.
Casing. I need 2.
2 machine casings. That's fine, man. I'll get the. So I've kind of set some stuff cooking for you. There's some flux dust in this chest over here. That's all. Excellent. Good to go. Let me see if I can't get you this this other stuff. There's some iron, there's some gold, there's some copper. So you need 8 terasteel, right? That's all you want.
That sounds correct. Machine casing. Yes, I need 8 terasteel, 2 compressed stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it isn't too bad actually. And then it's just quartz enriched iron, which I have, and then nether bricks, which I think.
We've
got loads of netherrack, don't we?
We've got. We should have the bricks themselves now. I think I smelted up like over a stack.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, I got them. Yeah, nice. Okay, excellent. Yes, not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Swing.
Yeah, thankfully this is much easier. Normally it takes half a mana pool worth of mana to make 1 terasteel. So I do want to say a big thank you to Cryptic for making this doable. Here's your 8.
Thanks, man. Thank you very much.
Terasteel. You're welcome, man. Okay, just compressed stone, or are you good on compressed stone?
Just compressed stone, yeah.
How many you need? 2 of those as well.
2 of those, and I should be pretty good to go. I think 2, right? Yeah, 2, and then 8 quartz enriched iron, which I have.
Okay, it's going to appear in this output chest on the pressure tank.
Lovely.
That's on the right-hand side, yeah.
On the right there. Okay, got it.
He's got it.
I got it. Man, you ever used a 3D printer?
I've never used a 3D printer, man. No.
Yeah, I've used one a couple times.
Oh, yeah. Would you contemplate buying one?
Oh, maybe. Oh wow, you made a lot of compressed stone. Maybe a while ago.
No longer.
But like, yeah, when I was in kind of like when I was studying engineering and in a bit of a hobby phase, and I was like, oh, I can do this and that. I actually needed some 3D printed stuff for like a uni project, but there's loads of services online where you just send them the file and they will just send it to you. For like actually not too expensive in price. So I just use that, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
was gone.
Yeah, I was gonna say I had a friend who had one, and he used to just print all these little useful things.
That's
like if there was any part that went bad or anything, you just print it. And I was
gonna say, like,
pretty cool.
I've contemplated buying one just as a hobby, just like, so just because so that you can. When I say hobby, like hobby / home improvement / just
exactly.
You can tinker with it, and then if you need to fix something, you can just try and figure out what piece you need, and then try and print it yourself, and little things like that.
Yeah,
just kind of
exactly
work with it.
Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, apparently quite useful. There was a whole thing. It was like there's this whole period of time where 3D printing was like the
rage,
the hot new thing, right?
Yeah. No, it was.
Yeah.
People are like, you're gonna be able to 3D print everything. You'll be 3D printing your car before long.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it got taken over by AI.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, we had NFTs first, and then now it's.
Oh yeah, that's true. We did have the crypto period, didn't we?
Crypto NFTs, and then now we're on to AI.
And then AI. Yeah, exactly. It's like that whole like all crypto Web3 companies suddenly pivoted to becoming an AI company.
Of course.
In like one sitting.
Of course, yeah.
Dear. Which is always, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's pretty true, isn't it?
When are we pivoting, man? We should have changed our, like, we need to get better at jumping on bandwagons.
We should have called it Nick and AI's.
I was going to make the exact same joke. I was gonna say we should call it Nick and Isaac as well.
And we should have your voice purely generated, right?
Yeah, hold on one second. I've got the robot voice. Can I?
Yeah, chuck it on. And pretend to be an AI as well in your output when you talk. Put a bit of an AI accent on.
Hello. Beep, beep, boop.
Sounds just like ChatGPT voice.
The Earth is 4,000 miles wide. Source, Wikipedia.
This is like the 1973 first iteration of a neural or an artificially generated voice.
4 multiplied by 6 is 50.
I mean, that is the math skill level of ChatGPT, to be fair. Yeah, no, that's bang on, man. I didn't realize you're in the AI game already, Isaac. You've been doing research ahead of this.
I'm telling you, man. Okay, I need some carbon.
Oh, I just love that you can EMC iron. That is OP.
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff, right?
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's a shame the furnaces are a bit slow, but it is pretty good.
Yeah,
I need to make a 1K disc as well. Yeah, let me do that. Let me make a 1K disc. That's the last thing I think I need to make. A bit of quartz. Okay, yeah. Okay. The fact that quartz is EMCable, or sorry, silicon is EMCable.
It's real nice, right?
It's real nice. Yeah, it's really good. I appreciate that greatly.
Oh, this thing's so expensive. That's a shame.
Okay, last thing. Grid. Crafting grid.
We could make a dark matter furnace, chat. It's just very expensive. I don't want to spend 1.6. No, not 1.6. I don't want to spend 1.6 million EMC on giving Nick a dark matter furnace to make his smelting a bit faster. Considering I've got 7,000 EMC in my system, it's not the arithmetic doesn't add up.
I don't know, man. I think that's a worthy investment, if you ask me. Right. Okay. The last thing I need to make is this redstone glass 1K storage part. Redstone glass and quartz enriched iron. Need to make some more quartz enriched iron. Always need more quartz enriched iron. Thankfully, iron is basically free. Let's go.
It is basically free.
Basically free.
Is there anything in life that's basically free?
Oxygen, like air, breathing.
That's true.
Yeah.
Free at the point of consumption.
Yeah. Paid at the point of expulsion. So it's one of those ones, isn't it? The free trials always get you, man. They always get you.
You're a big O2 fan, man.
I am. Not the phone network, but the element. I'm pretty into. Only in moderation though. Too much O2, you can have a big fire. Or something.
I assume you don't like to mix your O2 with a little bit of C.
No, but that's what I do personally. It's what my body does.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be in competition with anyone, man.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
No.
Good.
What am I making? I'm making
covalence glass.
I need medium covalence dust. Done. That's such wildly specific amounts, Cryptic. What is that about? Like normally the covalence dust you make, I think 40 at a time, but in this pack you make 24 low covalence dust, you make 43 medium covalence dust, and you make 60 high covalence dust. Such oddly specific numbers.
Right. Okay then.
Okay. This thing is so expensive. We need so much EMC. Jeez.
Oh man.
Jeez.
Oh
I
man.
also need to make an energy condenser. I can do it. I need so much EMC, man. I need.
So you need to. What
Is
was
that
our
like-
EMC source? At charcoal from the tree.
Pardon?
What was our EMC source? What's our like
I've
primary
been
EMC source?
So my EMC source has just been taking cosmic dust, turning it into elements, and dumping those elements in the system. It's just like a poor conversion rate. How's your little setup going, man? What's the
yeah,
what's
I'm.
the deal here?
I just need to smelt 2 glass, and I think we'll have our
The glass is in the furnace
rudimentary.
beneath you, man. Unless you don't need that glass.
Oh, excellent. Okay, yeah, and then I've got a rudimentary.
Stick your
Pretty
iron
much
back
a
in there, man.
rudimentary system.
Yeah, don't waste that iron.
All right, I think I got everything, man.
Nice.
Just a simple,
very simple.
poor man's refined storage setup
Stick
with
the
a 1K
controller on the
drive.
front of this flux field.
There it is.
Nice.
There you go. And then
Grid
we'll do a
above it or
little
something,
bit of
yeah.
this then.
Oh yeah.
So we'll stick the drive. Do a little bit of this, I guess.
Doing that. Oh.
Chuck this bad boy in. There you go.
Oh, look
Simple,
at that.
rudimentary, fine storage
Super
system.
rudimentary. Look at this.
Yeah.
Just dump
It will
some
need
stuff in there.
storage pretty quick.
Very
I assume,
quickly,
but, you know,
yeah.
for now,
We're already
it's
halfway full on the
good. Can
we
work
have-
on that.
Oh no, we don't. I forgot about this. Though. I might look at this next time, check, because this is interesting. I remember this. Flipping Nick, unfortunately, man, we're out of time for this
We are.
episode of UniverSIO.